Yo, this is the OT99 Banter, everywhere opinions are shared and smoke gets served. Look, we're back again with another show. It's your boy Firms, and I'm joined today by Amo, Ugo, Edwin, and NK as usual. He's probably shook to be. I ain't gonna lie, he's shook. I'm dating him up. He was
upset last game, remember?
He's worried. He's stressed out, and I can't lie. I can't blame him because Arsenal is moving crazy, relentless. But do you know what? We're back. This is the preview. I ain't done a preview in a long time, but this game called for a preview, man. Because this game, if you know about me and our fans, Manchester United fans of my age group, look. It's always been about Arsenal and Manchester United. This is where the real rivalry is. Man City is new. It's 10 years old. Liverpool is historic, but my age group, Arsenal, man. So, look, we're going to get into it. So we're going to talk about, obviously, our aspirations in reaching Premier League status or top 4 status. We're going to reach top 4, yeah. We're going to talk about predicted lineups. We're going to talk about combined 11. We're going to talk about, you know, who's taking this game, score predictions, and then we're going to talk about just nonsense, just big gas, because I need some of that banter to just get me gas. I need some confidence. But yeah, let's get into it. Yo, how are you feeling, Amo, man? Welcome, Amo. How you feeling?
Bro, I'm nervous about this game. I'm not gonna lie. Like, United for me has always been a bit of a problem, going back to like the early Arsene Wenger days and kind of the end of the Invincibles. But I've still got bad feelings about that Rooney dive at Old Trafford, at game number 50 from the unbeaten run. So yeah, like, I'm not from North London, so like, I get the Tottenham thing, but for me, when I was at school, like you were saying, it was always about United and Arsenal. So I've got bare hate for United. So when you lot were going through your bad run at the beginning of the season, I'm not gonna lie, I was rubbing my hands. So yeah, as much as our form's good going into this game, I'm not gonna lie, I'm nervous about it.
Yeah, bro, I ain't gonna lie, I share that notion as well, man. I'm nervous. It's funny what one game can do to your confidence. One decision can do to your confidence. It is very surprising. I was feeling very confident, and I don't know how you feel after that Palace. After that, that watching City's game with Tottenham, did that do anything to knock your confidence? Are you still feeling? Did that make you more nervous that the gap is sort of, closed? Are you still feeling more confident than ever?
Well, I'm kind of just taking the season as it goes. I mean, for me, I'm not on the title hype until we've played City at least once. Yeah. Obviously, we had our game rescheduled from when the Queen passed away. Yeah. And I think that was kind of a bit bad for us actually, because our form was proper hot at the time. So that would have been a really good time for us to play then. So I'm not like, I'm just riding the wave for now. I'm not thinking about the title. I'm just glad that, for me, I feel like top 4 is guaranteed now. Like, it would take some mad fall off for that to not happen. But yeah, until we play City at least once, I'm not thinking about the title and champions. I'm actually at this point more gassed about the Europa League than I am about winning the title.
Damn. That means that you feel assured, mate. That means that you feel assured. Ugo, do you feel the same way that Amo does?
Well, we definitely shared a lot of similar points. However, placing Europa against the Premiership, I don't know, mate. You might be alone on that island, because like you said, growing up, man, I've been an Arsenal fan since birth. I had no other choice. And so I've seen our highs and I've seen our lows. We're one Cameroonian away from also having a Champions League chip in the closet as well. So this club is used to meteoric success. So for me, having had Manchester be the end to that Arsenal reign, I mean, they won from like 06, they won like 6 out of the next 7. This is the league we're talking about. This is, if you win the league, you're also going to play in the Community Shield in addition to Champions League next year. So it's important, so watching Manchester City do that against Tottenham was definitely a little disheartening. Really just adds to the growing mountain of evidence of why you can't trust the Spurs. But
you can't trust them for nothing.
Can't trust them for nothing. But how it just, if anything, I like that, because you wouldn't. you wouldn't really want the boys getting too comfortable this early. It's still early in the race. You know, we're not near that level yet where we can ease up. And it's concerning. It's definitely concerning, but I do have faith in the boys. I mean, obviously we're going to get into it later, but I feel very great coming into this game. I'm not going to lie to you. You know, I remember whenever, you know, United were the big brothers, and then they only extended their run because they took our best striker in Van Persie. But now times have changed.
That was a stealth move, you know.
I don't know. Arsenal's the only club in the Premiership that does that. That will raise a player to such crazy caliber and then sell him to a direct rival. It's insane.
Well, didn't City do that with us?
Who did they sell? Oh, Nasri. They sold. No, they took Nasri. We took. Oh, you took Nasri. Okay.
Yeah, no, we took Jesus and Zinchenko.
Okay. We took Jesus and Zinchenko. They've had Sanya, Nasri, Toure, Adebayor.
They love them guys.
The list goes on and on. So when we do this, we service every club and get nothing in return. This is the year that we say to hell with all of that. I'm telling you.
How beautiful would it be if you guys didn't make... Look, Edwin, we need some counterproductive discussion out here because Arsenal's feeling very, very excited right now. Very, very happy. How are you feeling, Edwin, with this game coming up? How are you feeling with our top four hopes? I'm leaving a title charge out of the window right now because it's very delicate. What's your thoughts on our top four hopes? What's your thoughts on this game on the weekend?
I think with Man United, there's a likelihood they could win. They've got this tendency to turn up in the big games, and other games they just like, look at them against Liverpool, Man City, Arsenal earlier. But that Arsenal game could have gone either way early in the season. And to me, I think Arsenal are playing much better than they did. They've progressed more over this season, so it's a winnable game, but there's many different variables, isn't it? Casemiro is not there, and we need someone like that because the problem with Arsenal, they play good transition football, isn't it? Like, yeah, they just play well. Like, they're passing, and you need someone to disrupt them. We don't have that. So, but you know what? It's a winnable game. It is a win. It all comes down to tactics, how we play, but it's going to be interesting because the scary thing is Arsenal have a set 11 that always plays.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they still look fit. So it's not like anyone's going to drop off, no injuries. But yeah, we're all discussing who we're going to play in midfield, who we're going to play in defence. So it's a winnable game. Yeah. But, mate, remember what I told you after the Man City game? So you've got to take one game at a time. So I'm just going to wait and see. But we could win it, but... Yeah, we could. But it depends how we attack as well, because Arsenal have shown some frailty at the back. Yeah. Although Gabriel and Saliba have played well, Saliba's been making a few mistakes in the last couple of games. Obviously, it hasn't led to anything like too intense for them. But at the same time, when you look at our team, who's there to even do anything if he makes a mistake? Like, Workhorse not going to get to the ball like that. It's not like he's going to outpace him or anything.
He's going to be dizzy. He's going to be spinning.
But to be honest, I really think if this is a game we want to win, we have to play Rashford up front. We've got to play Garnacho on the left, and we've got to play, maybe just even leave Anthony. We can't play, because Arsenal will have a field day with Workhorst up front. Because think about it, although he's not outpacing any defenders, maybe he's a bit taller, but apart from that, he's not really doing anything. And we don't even cross the ball like that, so it's not even like his threat is going to be too much. So I think for us to really do something, Rashford's got to play up front, and
we'll get into that. We'll get into that right now, actually. So that's a good segue into getting into it. So I'll bring up the lineups now, and then we can go into it. Look, from my recollection of the last game, I just remember it being a high tempo game. I remember Odegaard being a danger man. I remember him, those free balls that he put in. I remember, he clamped. Who did he clamp? Eriksen got caught napping. He took the ball off Eriksen. He laid it off quickly to Saka. Saka slipped in a free ball to Martinelli. Even Delo couldn't keep up with the speed. Martinelli's one of the quickest in the Premier League. He slotted it in, but VAR ruled it a foul, so we got away with that one. And then I remember other time as well when Odegaard again slipped it through the middle to I think it was it Gabriel Jesus, and then we made that challenge in the box, and then the ball rolled out for Saka. He slotted it in. Look, Odegaard was behind a lot of the attacking play, and you can see it's continued that form all throughout. So I feel like if Manchester United is going into this game, we really need to have a keen focus on Odegaard. Yeah, they got danger man in Martinelli, they got danger man in Saka, but I really do feel like Odegaard just can't be left alone to roam. So it's going to be an important and interesting game. Look, let me bring up the lineups, guys, and then let's take it from there. Look, so I've gone personally, so I'll start with Man United first. I've gone personally, like Edwin said, with Rashford up top, because for me, Arsenal, when we played them last, they had a lot of a lot more of the possession. So I think it was about a 60-40 split in the possession. So Arsenal's gonna be maintaining possession now. And I feel like our best football Manchester United has been on the sort of the transitional counter-attacking stuff. So Bruno Fernandes hitting one long, putting through Rashford on the half turn and hopefully getting one-on-one. So I feel like that's gonna be our style. But this is what I've gone with. So we need fast players, fast players, Garnacho and Rashford to hit them on a counter-attack. Obviously Bruno's there. And then I've been hearing a lot about Martinez and Martinez playing in the midfield because we lost Casemiro. Someone's thinking, I think our fan base has been talking about, defense, needing that defensive presence, who can also find those through balls in the middle of the park as well. And obviously Scott McTominay is not really good at that, and Fred, he's got the energy, but he's not really good at that as well. And he's also prone to being pipped off the ball, so he isn't really press resistant. And then I've gone with Luke Shaw playing this system. If Martinez is a DM, then I've gone with Luke Shaw, Malacia. Like Luke Shaw played against City, held his own. Varane, and then Aaron Wan-Bissaka has been in good form with Anthony on the right. Edwin, what's your thoughts on this formation for Manchester United? Do you feel like this is something we're going to go with? Do you feel like it's got its weaknesses? Do you actually even see Martinez playing here? Because that's just a wild card.
The thing is, Ten Hag is like crazy enough to do that, to just play a random player out of position for one game. Like we've seen he's done with Shaw. And Martinez did play in that position earlier in his career. He just moved to centre back like under Ten Hag. He actually did play in DM as well. But I'm looking at the team, and this guy, Bruno, is my issue already. You know me, I don't like him. Him and what's his name? Maguire. Because my problem is here, the way Arsenal play, right? The transition from their half to the other half is mad.
Very quick
counter, right?
Like that.
Bruno, like they need to tell Bruno, do not give up. Like if Bruno's to me will give away the ball in silly areas that will cost us. Like he'll try and do it outside of the foot. So obviously this is our strongest team, but when you look at our team, I don't know, man. Like I really hoped that he would have brought Sancho on at least for that last game. Because I don't know, man. Like our bench is weak, so if the first team don't work, we're in trouble.
He's been training Sancho for almost a week, so I'll put him on a bench. I won't be surprised if he's on a bench. But for me, I just feel like, this is far-fetched. I just put this here as an example, but in reality, I really do feel like it may be something like this, and then you've got Luke Shaw's a big game. I feel like he may be there. Malasia's gonna be off. And then we're going to have someone. Eriksen played in the first game, mind you, with Scott McTominay. But I really feel like it could be something like this. And then Eriksen at some point will come off. And then you'll have Scott McTominay, depending on how the game goes. And it may end up like this. But originally, it may be with Eriksen. Because I feel like he likes playing Eriksen and Bruno. So we've got two creative outlets at all times. So it's not easy to clamp him off. Or you may get a City situation where Fernandes is playing on the right. You still can maintain Scott McTominay and Fred. And then you've got Eriksen playing like that. So you can maintain. You've got him, Bruno Fernandes, that works hard. It will trap back. It will try and block off Martinelli. And Zinchenko's side, you have Aaron Wan-Bissaka, who's obviously just going to do his thing there defensively. You've got your rigidity in the middle, and then you've got your creativity there, being here. And then you also got Bruno Fernandes that can whip in across as well to Vercors should he decide to come on as well. And I think so, and he's someone that can drop into the middle as well. So this is also an option that Erik ten Hag can go with. Look,
but do you know what? So I'm not sure if they're answer this, but Arsenal fans, when you look at that team, yeah, what do you think? Do you like say, right, this is air, like there's no fear, like
what do you fear? What? Yeah, it's true. What formation?
Like, when you look at it, you like, because I look at your team and I can see the issues already that we will have with the way you play, the pockets that Odegaard will probably pick up, the runs from Nketiah, Martinelli cutting in. But when you look at our team, do you feel there's any problems or challenges?
I think one of the things that just I always watch for on the field is one where the physical mismatches. You want to look at which one of your guys is obviously bigger, faster, in better form, better shape than the other one, and you can usually pick up on that within the first 5-10 minutes of the match, right? And so what I always look at is winger on fullback, and Wan-Bissaka is scrappy. He isn't actually in terrible form, I would say, at these last runs. He's been playing well, and he's big enough to give Martinelli, because Martinelli struggles against people who are about his size, or if not more stout. He could go for a little bit under that 5'9", 5'10" fullback range. So Wan-Bissaka is definitely up there.
The question is, can Wan-Bissaka likes to make recovery tackles with Martinelli's speed, pace, bombing down this wing.
Yeah.
If Wan-Bissaka's positioning is not good, is he even gonna make it back in time to make that recovery tackle? And what you don't want to do is him doing a tackle in here, getting it wrong, and then giving away a penny.
I really do think that's the thing. He would have to be, his game on Martinelli would have to be bodying him up early in the run and just keeping pace with him. Even if he falls a little bit behind him, as long as his body is close enough to him, he'll at least be able to challenge, give some hand tugs, throw him off his course, and make it difficult for him to dribble. But
what's scary, if you do that, if he locks him in like that, right, like you said, so he'll be marking up Martinelli like this. If Martinelli manages to flick it to Odegaard, and then you got all this space in here, that's free for maybe an overlap. I don't know, maybe a Zinchenko. It's a scary sign.
That's just the thing too. The personnel and their everybody has. Arsenal's always played that way. I remember there used to be a time back in those Vieira days where people would say, if I play center mid, why would I need to go with the fullbacks doing? If I play defensive mid, why do I need to know what the winger's capable of? Arsenal has always been one of the early pioneers of that complete footballer mentality and having everybody able to fluidly switch in between roles, which is why our fullbacks, I don't know, Ben White's distribution from the back half has always been decent. I don't know how he'll do.
I can't believe he's playing right back,
and he's excelling. He really is. He's putting.
He's playing well.
He's playing well.
Very well.
Shocking.
Remember when he first came, everyone was 50 million, just playing centre back. He wasn't looking that good, but you know what? Surprisingly, he's actually really good with the ball at his feet.
Yes.
Every signing Arsenal's made has been top dollar. I can't lie. And now they've brought in this man. Scary.
Yeah.
And
let me tell you.
Do you know what I've just realised here? Where we would do well, yeah. Do you know if you see Zinchenko, yeah? I've been watching Arsenal. He drops in a lot, as a midfielder sometimes. So, but the only scary, he would drop even closer inside. He actually drops sometimes into the DM position. But the only thing about that, Anthony's not even that rapid enough to even exploit that. So that's the thing. If we had someone a bit more explosive, we could actually benefit from Zinchenko's movement. But I don't think
you may have this happening in the game as well at times. You may have that. Amo, what's your thoughts on it? What's your thoughts? First of all, do you feel like this is going to be your lineup? And what's your thoughts on it?
So a couple of things from my point of view. I think my biggest fear is that we defend the high line, and against Rashford, I think that's a problem. Gabriel is about a medium to fast defender. Saliba's quick, but I wouldn't say either of them as quick as Rashford. And so I think doing a high line against United, particularly from goal kicks where you can easily beat the offside trap, and from quite deep free kicks, is going to be a problem.
Yeah.
And just following on from what Edwin was saying, if you remember back to the game at Old Trafford, the first goal comes from Gabriel lunging out of defence Bruno Fernandes playing Anthony, and then he skins Zinchenko, and then dribbles into the box, and then passes the ball past Ramsdale. For me personally, I'd play Tierney for this game. I'd play Tierney for this game because I feel like the recovery pace for Anthony is important, and he's aggressive. So much like what you guys were saying about Martinelli, I think if Tierney goes in hard on a couple of challenges on Anthony early, he just won't be up for the rest of the game.
Yeah.
He won't be up for taking anyone on. He'll just receive the ball and try and hand it back in.
Yeah.
And the other thing is, I think to get the best out of Martinelli, what we've seen is, particularly if you look over the last couple of matches, the Newcastle match is probably the most obvious one. Whenever Martinelli got the ball, he was being 3-on-1. So it was him against Trippier, against a couple of other players. And because Zinchenko drifts in field, there's no overlap to take the runner away. So he doesn't have the opportunity to go down the wing. Whereas with Tierney, because he'll overlap, that'll give Martinelli a proper chance to attack Wan-Bissaka, because Fernandes will have to follow the run.
Yeah.
Ooh, you know what? That leaves the game very open. That leaves that wing very open. It leaves us, having a lot of work to do, a lot of stress, and I could see like a lot of, heavily, you got Fred probably or McTominay heavily trying to mark this side, but then you can't leave Saka alone.
When I see Fred right paired up against Partey and Xhaka, that does nothing for me. I don't look at that matchup and think, okay, well that's gonna be an issue or
it's not. And Partey wasn't there in the first leg as well, and we was going through a lot of stress, and now he's back. So yeah, you're right. I don't think they don't match.
And honestly, knowing Arteta, I would not, because Nketiah was looking gassed at the end of the Tottenham game. He played the whole 90 for whatever reason, but I could definitely see us working Jesus back into a debut substitute since the work.
That's why you got Trossard, didn't it?
I don't know, because Arteta said that he may or may not play feature Trossard. But
I think he might be on the bench. I think he's registered in time now.
Really?
No, he was registered on time. He'll be on the bench. I agree. I think in the game at Old Trafford, Jesus went through a lot. He got punished a lot by Varane and Martinez. Like, there were quite a few challenges where they left their foot in. I don't think Nketiah is about that, and I think that's where the problems can become, because you guys proved at Old Trafford that if you want to just do like a massive defensive line and try and not concede balls into the box, you're prepared to do it. But the difference was Jesus was prepared to put his body on the line, body check people, kind of run into people. And Nketiah's not like that. He's more of a lot, on the last shoulder. Yeah. So that's where Trossard might come in around 60, 70 minutes. And maybe might for Nketiah, and then him and Martinelli might end up interchanging every 5-10 minutes just to confuse things a little bit.
Yeah,
that's scary. See, the thing about this lineup as well, when you was talking, I was just thinking that Bruno's a guy that doesn't have a fixed position. He likes to roam and do all sorts, drop deep and knock a ball in wherever, right? Him moving away from his defensive duty, him moving out of position. If you did have Tierney and Martinelli here, it just leaves us very exposed. I mean, Scott McTominay will obviously have to come in and do his thing, but it just leaves us very exposed there. I feel like we're going to really need a disciplined performance from Bruno Fernandes. If he does start on the wing, like he did with City, and make sure he's tracking. With Anthony, where you have the benefits is that he does hold his positional sense better than Bruno Fernandes. But when it comes to end product, when it comes to making that final decision, he's just not there. Obviously, in the debut, he got a goal, and his positioning was okay there. But I just feel like, the negatives is that he gets into good positions to get a goal, but he's not taking man on. I just don't see him getting past Gabriel or Tierney or any one of those guys that's playing on that side. So it's gonna be interesting. But defensively, I can see him tracking, helping out, marking Martinelli and marking Tierney. So if you wanted to go for a draw, then I'll probably put Anthony on the right hand side. But it's gonna be an interesting lineup. But anyway, let's go to the starting lineup. Boom, 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 boom. No, sorry, this is the combined 11, and I know this could get a bit messy, but look, let's go. So obviously we had this up before earlier, but now I'm gonna just leave this, and I'm just gonna be moving out the players that, you know. Let me just put it back to the original lineup.
Now just leave it on that, and on one side, just choose one side to do
exactly. Yeah, I'll do that. So striker.
Now start goalkeeper. Start from the back.
Okay, goalkeeper. De Gea or Ramsdale?
I'm going De Gea, man. Do you know what? I thought. Do you know what? Ramsdale's done well, but if you really think about it, he's not really that good of a goalkeeper, you know.
No, he is.
I think it. But honestly, full game assessment, he's as easily able to let in one or more goals as he is to keep a clean sheet. Like it's literally like it's either a bad day or it's a perfect day. You know what I mean?
You know what? We're gonna have to fly. We're gonna have to do votes on this. Amrinda, Ramsdale, or De Gea?
I'd say on this season's form, I'd go Ramsdale.
Yeah,
you're going Ramsdale.
You gotta go Ramsdale.
Yeah.
Edwin, who you going with?
De Gea, man.
I'm keeping it. De Gea's made some superb saves, but Ramsdale's also been on form, and his distribution is.
Mate, don't do this. Don't do this. Mate,
so what do we do if we can't both agree? If we're both 2-2, we're both split.
You know what? We have to be good guests. You know, when visitors, we gotta give it to the guest. If it's deadlock, give it to the guest. Respectfully, you know what I mean.
On OT99, giving it to the guest.
Yeah, we got to be respectful, especially after what we do to them on Sunday. You know what I mean? We want them to come back after
right,
we win. You know,
left back. That's going to
is that, who are we choosing? Are we choosing Shaw or Malacia on our side?
So this is going to be form, isn't it? So it's going to be, we can choose Malacia, Shaw on our end, and them they can choose, you know, Zinchenko.
I think I'll go with Shaw, you know, because Zinchenko, like, I feel like he's done well, but he's not settled in, and Tierney's not had enough games for me to judge him fairly. Like, I'll go with Shaw.
Amo?
Bro, I wouldn't take any United left back.
I was honestly trying to see the argument there, but I was just thinking about it. I said no.
But what has Zinchenko or Tierney done that's better than our left backs this season?
Luke Shaw's been on smoke in the league still. He's been on smoke.
No, that's only since the World Cup. Like, before the World Cup, he couldn't get a game. I think Tierney's a better left back. Like, I think Tierney's probably the best left back out of the lot. Yeah. Because I don't think left back is Zinchenko's natural position.
Okay,
so
this is what we're
going to the best left back.
This is what we're going to do. If we can't agree, we're going head to head, and Man United's always going to come up default on head to head because he's smoked everyone. No, okay. I'm going with Luke Shaw this time. Let's just. We gave you Ramsdale. You're giving us Luke Shaw.
Also, Ramsdale has more clean sheets than De Gea this season, so yeah, I don't know how much of a give, but
fair enough.
We'll give it to Ramsdale.
Left centre back. So
I ain't gonna lie, man. If I'm gonna go left centre back, I'm gonna give it to.
So who is that? Gabriel versus? Is it Gabriel?
No. You know what I'll do? Yeah. My centre back pairing will be Saliba and Varane.
I would go Gabriel and Varane, honestly.
Nah, do you know what Gabriel?
Wait. How are you leaving out the World Cup winner in the centre back pairing?
Mate, he hasn't played enough since he's come back for me. But look, all I'm gonna say is
bro.
Gabriel,
the butcher.
Is like, nah, do you know what? Gabriel is good, right? But he's like, sometimes I feel like he's thinking of what he's doing after the game. He just switches off for no reason.
But I would say that on balance of the whole season, I would say that Gabriel's played better than Saliba.
Yeah,
because Saliba hasn't played well since the World Cup. He hasn't played. He's conceded a penalty. He conceded some super dodgy goal against Brighton, against that 18-year-old. Is it Ferguson? His name? I think it is. He just hasn't been on it. He hasn't been on it since the World Cup.
You know what? We unless Gabriel's playing on the right hand side of the centre back, which we can do, just for argument's sake.
He's left-footed, so he plays on the left hand side.
Martinez can't go anywhere. I'm sorry. The World Cup winner, Butcher, cannot go anywhere.
He's not a part of the 11.
So if Martinez, look, I don't care about left foot, right foot at the minute. I just care about getting a number 11.
I think look, everyone agrees it'll be one of each, right? So if you want to put Martinez then it'll be next to Saliba. If you're gonna put Varane, then it'll be next to Gabriel. So it's up to you.
Let's just do Gabriel. If I was choosing, I'll go Gabriel.
I would feel more fear in my heart carrying the ball against Gabriel and Varane than I would Martinez and Saliba. That's just me personally.
Yeah, Firms, what are you doing?
What do you mean? Yeah, I'm taking off in it. Well, I don't know how you. I don't know why you wanna.
Martinez.
You're taking off a World Cup star. How are you taking off a World Cup star?
You're having two left footers.
Bro, like, I mean, this is just for things.
Right, why are we yellow when we're the home team?
I mean, it's light, innit? It's light, it's just colours. But bro, Gabriel is not replacing he can't replace the World Cup winner. I'm sorry. He can't.
Gabriel
has no claim.
Martinez next to Saliba. Just put him next to Saliba.
He has no claim in replacing. Even Saliba is cheeky replacing Varane. It rarely is cheeky replacing Varane. Like Varane is the Rolls Royce, the Rolls Royce.
I ain't gonna lie, yeah. I think it should be Varane should be there, but just for balance, we should put Arsenal.
This isn't about balance. This is about the realness. The realness here. You've got 2 World Cup winners here in Varane and Martinez, right? Gabriel
keep them. Do you know why? Keep them too, because we're probably do you know why you should keep them? We're probably gonna get smoked on the other parts of the pitch. So we need some players on the pitch. So leave them. Just leave them.
Look, oh gosh, midfield. Anyway,
but is it?
Casemiro though, no, we can. This is a combined level, full stop, regardless of who's injured, who's not.
Okay, I ain't gonna lie, it might have to be. We're gonna play Casemiro and
just take these guys out because we're just wasting time keeping them here.
You're gonna play Casemiro and Partey.
What's your thoughts? I know you man are gonna say Partey, so I can see that already. Right? Am I correct in saying that?
But honestly,
this needs to be an Arsenal trio.
That's what I was gonna say.
What?
I might have to
wait.
midfield.
If we're being honest, Casemiro's been playing better than Partey.
No, bro. According to what? Based on what?
According to my eyes.
Part is missed one game this season.
No, I ain't gonna lie though. I ain't gonna lie. And slightly, I'm Ghanaian, so Partey's. I support Partey slightly. So
wait, who's the trio? So you're saying Xhaka over Casemiro?
No, because your defensive player is Casemiro, so he'd be up against Partey, and then it'd be Fred or Tomine against Xhaka, and then Odegaard on against Fernandes.
You know what? I would rather play. This is what I would do. I'd rather play Partey, Eriksen, and Odegaard in front of them.
I wouldn't play it. Eriksen on this season. Eriksen doesn't get in ahead of Xhaka.
Yeah. Let me just do this. Let me take out Eriksen and let me just put in. I'm saying even this. I'm saying Partey, Casemiro, Odegaard. Is that fair?
Hold on, we didn't do right back.
No. Oh yes, true. I jumped it. Right back. Sorry. Let's go right back.
If we go right back. But who?
Not Dalot, man.
I'm putting Ben White over Aaron.
No, Ben White is best right back in the league this season.
What, better than Dalot?
Dalot?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean,
no.
Ben White's been doing his...
No, Firms, we have to give it to them. We kind of done them horrible with the centre backs. You got to give it to them.
Bro, this is about this is just about facts. What's good? Is it Dalot or is it Ben White? For me, bro, until when he got injured, yeah, he's injured, but it doesn't matter. This is just a combined level. Before he got injured, he was the best right back out. Like even when Ben White was doing his thing, Dalot was the guy. So I don't know how Ben White comes in.
By Martinelli at Old Trafford.
Yeah, he did.
Alright, so
you know what? Just put Ben White.
How is Ben White making it over Dalot? Are we serious?
Yeah, bro. He's been the best right back in the league
since.
No, hold on.
When Dalot's been playing, or are you talking now?
This season, he's been the best right back in the league. Name a better right back.
Dalot.
No, he's not a better right back.
Delo has been on fire. You forgetting like Delo, like he was like the big revival, the player of our Manchester United season, the guy that has been the most improved. Like this is Delo we're talking about here. What's going on?
Yeah, and Ben White got called up to the England squad based on his performances at right back. He got called up. I think he got called up ahead of Trent.
Yeah, but he didn't play. He got sent home.
I don't know what happened there, but
No, he definitely. Supposedly he had some issues with the coaches.
You know what? I'll let Delo go over Ben White, but I want to revisit this Luke Shaw and Tierney issue, or even Luke Shaw and Zinchenko. Because I'm looking like here. Let me show you my reasoning for that before we just abandon that. You mind if I take control, Steve-O?
Yeah.
Let me see if I can
control. Did I allow you?
I just wanted to share really quick. That's all I meant.
I mean, I think I've done multiple people can share, so maybe try.
Oh, okay, great. All right, so actually, I'm gonna do this. Okay, yeah, you see this graphic, right? So you're able to statistically.
Can you see it? I can't see it.
no, I can't. I can only see the
Let me stop sharing. Let me stop sharing one quick. Let me stop sharing and. Okay, I can see it now. Can you see it?
I'm trying to move this.
Yeah, I can see it now.
All right, well. So I don't know why this ad is in the way blocking. Maybe if I enlarge it, it'll move. Okay, yeah. So statistically, right? In terms of goals contribution,
zoom in if you can. Zoom if you can, like with the mouse, like you know that whole. What you use in the Mac?
Yeah.
You do the 2-finger.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's it.
So
some more. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. So like I was saying, is you see with like the goal contribution, key pass percentage, pass completion percentage, Ben White hasn't beat on distributory stats, but then whenever it comes to the challenges and it comes to contributing towards the goals and like the build up with the key passes, Diego Delo has. I mean, I guess that's what you would really value in that position.
He's been doing a lot, bro.
Yeah, I'll let Delo go over Ben White, but then we're gonna get back into, like I said, the Tierney Luke Shaw, because Luke Shaw was not playing on the 2022 side of the season, so I don't understand how he somehow breaks into this 11.
He's been a bad man. He's a bad man, bro. Have you seen him playing centre back as a part of a back two pairing, just smoking Man City and them?
Bro, we're talking about left back.
Yeah, but even at left back, he's been on smoke.
I think Tomiyasu is a better left back than Luke Shaw.
Honestly,
what? Come on, man.
The only problem with Tomiyasu is that he has the fucking stamina of a smoker.
Yeah, he's become injury prone. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would argue that Nuno Tavares has a higher market value than Luke Shaw at the moment.
No, Tavares is wild, man. He's too raw. He's got speed, he's got strength and all of that, but he's got his physical attributes as his best attributes, which is worrying because that guy will leave you exposed, man. He will leave you exposed if you play them again. And he's finishing as well. His end product is dead, like crossing all that.
He scored against you last season. When we beat you at the Emirates 3-1.
He did. He scored a rocket, but I don't know, man. I feel like he's still raw, which is why he's not getting game time.
Well, he's on loan, bruv.
Oh, is he? Where did he go?
Yeah, he's gone. Forgotten the name of the team now.
Imagine.
It's the same place Guendouzi's gone, and Sanchez in France. Marseille, is it Marseille? I think it is Marseille. Yeah, he's gone Marseille.
Yeah, the blue team.
And we're gonna need to fly through this. Where's Edwin? Is he still here? I don't see him.
Okay, honestly, upon looking at the statistics, Man United might have us on fullbacks. But
hey, I told you, bro.
Now we're getting into these center halves because there's no way our defense is being left out of this.
Well, your defense ain't touching 2 World Cup winners. You can't touch the 2 World Cup winners. Your defense here, with all due respect, Gabriel and Saliba. Saliba's like these men are small boys when it comes to 2 World Cup winners. Like there's no way There's no way. And these men have been in form as well. It's not even like to say they ain't. Yeah, Arsenal are top of the league and everything like that. But bro,
Okay, Saliba gets in over Varane.
over the Rolls Royce. Over the Rolls Royce.
Over as in better pass completion percentage, more challenges won, higher percentage.
You're talking about a World Cup, Champions League, done. But anyway,
Saliba,
you know what? We'll give you it.
know,
We'll give you it.
It's the stats. I'm just going off the stats.
Let's exit it. I'm gonna give you Saliba so we can quickly rush through because I think the midfield's gonna be and forwards bit is gonna be pretty simple, you know, to be fair. Sadly, sad to say what it is. Alright, cool.
But yeah, no, look, I think we win the midfield. I'd pick Partey over Casemiro.
How?
What do you mean? They're very similar players, but Partey's played more games. He scored more goals. He has more assists. He has more tackles. He has more interventions.
Has he got more assists and stuff? I don't know. I'm talking about pure. Look, you're talking about Casemiro. This Partey story and then being compared to Casemiro only came about like over the last month or so or less. And I don't understand why this is even an issue. A guy that has always been injured, a guy that never makes it, and then all of a sudden now he's being compared to Casemiro, who's got like back-to-back Champions League, is it 3 in a row? Just a don. I don't understand it. I don't know where it's come from.
In Partey's defense, playing for Atletico Madrid, he also has a La Liga championship that they won the league against that Real Madrid squad, featuring all they were missing was Ronaldo, honestly. So
do we want to go into Casemiro's La Liga titles? Like, if we're talking titles,
we're talking about a man who played with a top 2 striker. Come on now. Partey was up there with Antoine Griezmann, Diego Costa.
Bro,
come on.
Do we want to talk about who Casemiro's played with? Like, it's
easy to talk about those chips whenever the man has the most goals in Champions League history, La Liga, second most behind Messi. Come on, what are we saying? You're a mid playing on a great team.
We're gonna have to play 2 defensive midfielders in this lineup. I'm sorry.
All right, okay.
We're gonna have to play 2 defensive. Fine. And then Odegaard, I'm giving it to you, yeah?
Yeah. I mean, there's no argument there, right? Like, I think Odegaard is in the question of player of the season at the moment.
Okay. Martinelli, left wing.
Yep.
Ooh.
Saka right wing.
It depends though. Who's striker? Who's left wing? Is it Rashford or is it Martinelli? That makes a difference. If it's Rashford or Martinelli, that makes a difference.
Who are you playing up? Who are you playing up front?
Martial's our only other option. Remember, we've got So it'll be. So
I don't think you'll play Martial though on the weekend up front.
Okay, you know what? Let me do this because I think if this is a combined level, no, this is just about talent, just pure talent, right? So I'm gonna say it'll be Martinelli on the left, right? I would say Rashford up top. So this is irrespective of who plays or who's injured or whatever like that. This is just based on.
No, I wouldn't take Rashford over Jesus.
I would not take Rashford. If we're talking pure talent, there's no way Rashford gets in over here.
Yeah, bro. Look, you wanted to talk about Casemiro's Champions League title. Should we start talking about Jesus' Premier League title?
Fair enough. Let me give you this. Okay, so Jesus up top, and then Rashford's on the right. Saka's a bad man, but
Saka gets in over Rashford.
Is Saka getting in over Rashford right now?
Hold on, who plays for England?
For me personally, what I would have done is I would have played Rashford on the left and put Saka on the right. Based off what I've been seeing this season, right? I would have put Rashford on the left and Saka on the right. I'm not saying Martinelli hasn't been on smoke because he has, but Rashford's just been on even more smoke. And for me, I would say
only since the World Cup.
No, but we're talking about this. This is a combined. It's not static, right? Combined 11s will change, like at the moment, right about now. If we're talking about form and we're talking about this season, not historically, we can't leave Rashford out. We can't.
If we're talking this season, I need.
And Saka can't be left out as well. I can't leave Saka out.
I need.
For me, it's got to be this. It's got to be this. Oops. It's got to be this. Saka can't be left out. And Rashford can't be left out. Not right now. He can't.
Somebody on that defense could be left out for y'all. That I know.
You know, I'll give you Saliba.
Bro, this is dodge, right? We're top of the league. Yeah.
and we're contesting for spots.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm missing players. I'm missing players, right? Am I right? 4, 2, 3. No, it's not. This is the full squadron. Okay, so go on then. Who should be coming out of Man United then?
So you need to pick one of your centre backs to come out for one of ours. Like, because we've got a better defensive record than you.
I'll take up Varane.
Okay. Then you got to put in Saliba.
Yeah, I'll put in Saliba. Bam.
Even then, I think you've got off lightly.
How? What do you think Zinchenko should
compare form talent Gabriel to Martinez? Form talent.
Yeah, Martinez.
We just blanked Tottenham at home, and you guys just drew with Crystal Palace.
The World Cup winner Martinez, has been transformation.
Look, I think that's fine, but for you to get anyone in the midfield is criminal.
But Casemiro is the only guy. Casemiro is not criminal.
Yeah. But Xhaka's played amazing this season.
No, but he's not touching Casemiro. He's doing the job. He's doing a job for you, but he's just not on Casemiro's level.
Name a team who plays 2 defensive midfielders.
Well, in Southgate.
He doesn't count.
You got Liverpool, Fabinho, and Hendo. They're like 2 workhorses.
No, Henderson's a box.
Hendo's a pure mid. He's not defensive,
and he doesn't even play anymore.
Yeah, but for the purpose of squeezing in the talent.
Yeah, exactly. That's my point.
We have
what
to.
It should be Partey versus Casemiro, which Partey wins. Therefore, then it should be
Partey's not beating
Fred versus Xhaka.
Which is, he did the same thing with the strikers. It was supposed to be Jesus versus Rashford, which Jesus clears.
Not even, because he's just sent a forward.
And then it was going to be Saka versus Anthony, which Saka obviously clears.
Saka clears that. I'll give Saka. Saka, I can't argue with Saka for anything, right?
It should be Rashford versus Martinelli. Not Rashford, sorry. It should be Sancho versus Martinelli.
Who?
So you stuck Rashford out there.
No, Rashford's playing on our left, bro. Check the lineups, bro. You'll see Rashford starts on the left, and then in the beginning of the season it was Rashford on the left, and then Martial. Whenever Martial gets injured, is when Rashford has to go through central. Now we got Vercourse. Now it's thingy, bro. Rashford's our left, bro. He's our guy.
He'll start centre forward on the weekend.
He has to because we need the speed against you, man. But look, guys, this was a nice. Let me get these guys off the pitch, just not to distract. Turney, Gabriel, you tried. All you man tried. Xhaka, you're just a squad man. You tried. Get me, just any guy.
Xhaka's been grading at a 95 this year. More passes, more completion percentage, more challenges.
Leave those stats to the side. This is a real eye test stuff right here. Look, you've got 5 guys. We've got 5 guys. No pun intended. You get me? I'm about to get me some 5 guys. But yeah,
we got 6.
Have you got 6? 1, 2, 3.
Count ball, my guy.
Oh yeah, you got Rams though. Oh, annoying. All right, full. And even that's debatable, boy, because I think David De Gea is doing something. Yeah. Anyway, let me stop sharing now. What is your Matt's predictions?
Manchester would definitely be the more stressed of the 2 sides, I believe. However, Arsenal aren't perfect. It is a classic derby. It's a big rivalry. I always give each team a goal, at least, to start. I see maybe 2-1 or even Arsenal returning the favor 3-1 against Manchester. And goals by, I think Odegaard keeps it coming, Partey gets one, and give me Martinelli to slot one home for the additional.
You even said Partey to get a goal, yeah? You got that.
Hey, no, he'll be back. First time allowance. No Casemiro to really oppose him. It's gonna be a feast for the big guy.
I wanted to see that battle. I'm so upset Casemiro got it. So upset. But look, just on your prediction, Man United hasn't conceded like more than 3 goals in I don't know when. Like it's been a very long time that we conceded that many goals. Maybe Aston Villa is when we last conceded 3 goals. So it's going to be interesting. I mean, if anyone can do it, you guys are informed to do it, but just remember this is the same team minus Casemiro that prohibited City to getting only one shot on target. Amo, look, what's your score prediction? What's your match?
I reckon it's gonna be 2-1. I think it's gonna be a very similar game to the one at Old Trafford. I think you guys are gonna sit deep, try and catch us on the counter. I think we'll have 65% possession of the ball, and we're just gonna keep trying to feed our way through. I think, like Ugo was saying, I think Partey being there is gonna be a massive difference because he's just gonna sweep up in front of the back four, and he'll go in hard on people like Bruno, people like Eriksen. And I don't think, like I was saying before, I don't think they're about that. I think the goals will probably come from Martinelli, and I think Xhaka will get one. I reckon he loves a screamer against United. I don't know if you remember the one last season.
Yeah, that annoyed me outside the box. Yeah. And then you guys were trying to claim offside because I think it was Nketiah was apparently obstructing De Gea. But so I reckon Martinelli and Xhaka. He can hit the ball, man. He really can hit the ball, Xhaka.
But he's got a rocket left foot.
He's got
a rocket left foot. I think I read that in the last 5 years, no one scored more goals from 25 yards or more than Granit Xhaka in the Premier League.
Crazy. Edwin, look, we've got a minute left. What's your match predictions, man? Where do you see this going? Do you see it swinging our way or?
Yeah, Man United, man. I gotta stay with it, man. I can't be up here saying, "Oh yeah, Arsenal will win." Look, shout out to Arsenal, man. They've had a good season, but Man U, man, redemption, man. Like for some reason, we always turn up when it's these type of games. So hopefully, but it's gonna be tough. I'm not gonna sit here saying, "Yeah," you know what I mean. Like even if we had beat Crystal Palace, it was always gonna be a tough game.
Yeah.
So. You know what? It's going to be interesting, and I hope the guys come back on Sunday, innit? Because it'll be interesting convo after the game.
Look, I'm going for 1-1. Manchester United, Arsenal 1-1. I'm going for a draw.
What? After all that saying I should back you, you're not even back in the team. You said 1-1.
I'm shocked, bro. I snaked you, bro. Look, I'm looking at the head-to-heads, right? In the last 5, Arsenal's taken it 3 times. Man United's taken it once, and we've got a draw. Going by the head, I'm thinking, look, this is a mad game for United. We're at the Emirates. It's a mad game. This is why I went with 1-1. Because even on 1-1 is for me to say, look, my team ain't losing, bro.
We've got to have faith, though. Look what Man City done to us, and look what we done to them.
There has to be some faith. Now, this is where Erik ten Hag comes into play because my head's saying 1-1, but my heart is saying Spartans, bro. My heart is saying
1-1, bro.
The heart's connected to the brain, innit?
Bro, I can see it being a high scoring game, to be honest. I can see it being a high scoring game.
I don't think so. I think they're too.
If it's not 1-1, it's going to be a high scoring game.
You know what? I don't think it'll be a high scoring, but Arsenal not going to sit, especially after Man City won that 4-2. They're going to be like, they can't afford to drop points.
Yeah, you're right. It's not going to be a high scoring game. I'm so back and forth.
You know what? I ain't gonna lie. But you know what? I ain't gonna lie. The way this Premiership's been moving, anything's possible.
Do you know what it is? Because I was
even
just
with was it Brighton that Arsenal beat 4-0?
4-2.
I wasn't even expecting them to, because Brighton are actually a good team. Like no team just walk over them like that. Anything's possible. And Arsenal do have the capabilities to do that. Like I don't know if we've got the firepower to get like 2 clear goals right now, if I'm honest.
But I'll tell you what. If Ten Hag starts Garnacho, that will definitely be, and I think he feels like he has to at this point.
Yeah, he has to, man. Show some intention.
Yeah,
he has to. We need that speed.
That'll definitely be an issue because we haven't experienced that either. This is his first time in that. This is his first time starting. Because first, I think y'all started
Garnacho.
Sancho. No, y'all started Sancho the first game.
Yeah.
So
we did. Yeah.
It always takes a good feeling out to get used to a player's true speed and how it is like that. So it could be dicey, honestly. It's and these two, whenever these two teams meet, it's always something funny. So look, I wouldn't be surprised if at half we're definitely looking at it like it's a different game than we intended it to be. But I still, like you said, dude, there's at every.
I got a question though. Who do you think out of the two managers, who's got better in-game like management skills in terms of like making the right changes, the right subs, like, you know, because that could be another critical thing, like, you know, making the right moves, and if something's not going right at half time, what you do.
Yeah. The funny thing about that, right? At like you just said, at half, like for example, if we're up, or you know, maybe you guys just are moving sluggardly or something like that, I feel I have better faith in Ten Hag coming out of that. But making adjustments on the fly is definitely Arteta's game, because the thing is, Arteta, honest to God, these are the same tactics he's been using for 3 years now, and at first they weren't really working. At second, as he got more players that, you know, he brought up through the academy or signed on and then brought in, started to get those results, weren't able to finish in the big moments. And now it's like, you know, even the new, like the most amazing thing to me is these new players that have never played for the club are coming in and are assimilating like that. You know what I mean?
I'm so annoyed that you got Trossard, you know. I'm so annoyed.
And that's the thing. We got Trossard, and nobody even questions the fact that what if he's not a good fit? They know that he's gonna go there. You know he's gonna go there, and
I think he is. You know, like the way he plays football, he does play that give and go. Like, I don't think he'll be. And
Arsenal's
he can finish.
hit rate. Their hit rate is crazy in terms of the sign. That's what I'm saying. Arteta's hit rate has been crazy.
Okay, this is another thing about the management. Yeah, what I like about Arsenal, they didn't get Mudryk. Fair enough, right? But look at the turnover. They've got a centre back, a young 22-year-old.
Yep.
They've got Trossard, who's proven in. He went to the World Cup.
For
He's proven in
25.
the Premiership.
Mm-hmm.
And they only paid 21 million up front and 6 in add-ons. And it's not really like in this current market. It's really a steal. You know what I mean?
Snipe.
But that's what I like about them. They're so quick. Like, you don't get Mudryk. Like with Man United, we won't get. Bro,
be in the papers for 2 weeks.
Bro, we practically spent a year on De Jong. Swear down. Like, tell you how came to start your job early to just stand there. Like, bro, see, Arsenal wouldn't have allowed that to happen.
They would have moved on. They've got their targets lined up, which is good. They'll even link with Rafinha. Look, guys,
no, bro, we've done that as well. Like, look at last, not summer gone, but the one before. We were chasing Locatelli, and then he just went off to Juve.
Who was the other striker? Jovic?
Vlahovic from Juve.
From
Juventus. We spent the whole of last January chasing Vlahovic, and then he went to Juve. So we've had that as well. I think what the club's learned is that you have a first, second, and third target, and if the first doesn't work out, move on to second, and then if that doesn't work out, you have a third. And I think that's what happened with Mudryk.
Efficient, man. Efficient, proper efficiency, man. I like that. I wish we can be moving like that, because we spent all last summer with chasing De Jong, who was blatantly saying no, and we were just moving to him like to say, like, we'll just, you know, like you're trying to get someone back. Look, guys, remember to like, comment, subscribe, leave your views, share, and all that jazz. We'll be back for the full match analysis after the weekend. Peace.